All right, it is now just before 8 p.m. I got home about an hour ago from ThunderDome. Another weekend of off-road. Next week we switch back to on-road. Um, this is going to be qualifying round heats 1 and 2. We had 4 heats today for 17.5 buggy. I'm going to break them up into 2 different sections, 2 different videos. They just load a lot easier that way here. For me, I did the motor change yesterday, but there is something still missing from my buggy. It ran vastly better this week than it did previously. With the layout change, it's kind of hard to compare exactly the times-wise. I know I was able to get into the 13s, only pretty much during a race condition. If I have somebody to chase that's reasonably close to me in times, or somebody behind me, I can run faster than I can run on my own during practice. That is just something I'm going to have to probably accept moving forward. So my practice times will always have to be semi-adjusted for race conditions. I do still think there is something wrong with my buggy, not just in lack of setup. There's just a punch missing. There's an acceleration missing. I normally run small pinions, 25, 26. That's pretty much all I had run before this weekend. I moved up into 28, 29, 30, 33, 34. And while I could see more top end to it, that ghost punch is just not there. I'm still driving 90% almost full throttle and lightly lifting, fairly sporadically here and there. Anyway, so first up will be Heat 1, Heat 2. Second video will be Heat 3s and 4. Then I'm going to probably do one video for short course and wheeler after that. Now we'll get on to the mains.
Sounds like we have a confirmation of pizzas to be here about 12:15. Pizza should be here about 12:15, so we can guys some food that. Oh no. Awesome. Jeff last time by the 14.9 jumps up that number 2 spot. Then drops back down. Now Ben Heyman got the number 2 spot. Chris number 3 spot. Then he's moving around. Right now Billy Kelly though strung away. 21 and a 5:01. Looking good out there. That's a clean track in front of him. He's in the green and white car, working his way into the second double now on the side of the track. Third double, and then on the straightaway will go. Leader coming by now, down the straightaway with the green and white car. Billy Kelly, 21 and a 5 flat now. Just off the 22 lap run. Ben Heyman in number 2 spot, 20 and a 5:05. And out there, now working his way over from the driver's stand. He's using the red and white. Cody Lumber, Cody South, Jason, Glenn, and Ryan. All right, heat number 2 on the track. Right now, your current top qualifier, Mr. Billy Kelly, 21.505 is the time to beat. Cody Lumber coming out with a 12.8 first lap. Next up with a 12.9, coming out swinging. Cody Seiler 13.1 in that number 2 spot. Pat Schwartz 13.4. That's your top 3 right now early on. This is race 2 on the track, race number 3. Dan Lewis, Troy Weber, Dave Newstrom, Altieri, Corey Crosley, and Special Craig. You guys are up next. About 4 minutes as we approach the 1 minute mark for this one. Cody's pace early on, 24.508. Cody Seiler, 23.503. Pat, 23.512. Ryan Petrie, 21.501. Jason, 20.501. And Glenn, 18.506 early on. That's our pace for the whole field. We're 1:15 into this. Still plenty of time. Right now, though, Cody Lundberg out in front of it. And Cody now doing the long lap. Let's see what that does. Recognize that body. Go. I have to put Cody Seiler to the point out. So Cody Lundberg going to fall down to the number 3 spot. Cody Seiler to take over the top spot. Cody's pace 23.502. Pat Schwartz to the number 2 spot. Now Pat takes over the top spot. Everything bouncing around as they go back and forth. So Cody Seiler back on top now, 22.503. Cody Lundberg, 22.506. That's your top two. Pat, 21.502. Ryan, 21.503. Jason, 20.5.